Talking about Elon Musk could be extremely difficult, also because if you are in a conversation with few friends, you will be surprised that some of your friends dislike Mr. Musk. What we have to ask to ourselves, why Mr. Elon Musk causes such reaction to over so many people? But in order to analyze that aspect, I would like to talk about 3 or 4 different situations that describe Elon Musk with the world around him. The first one, last year Elon Musk visited Italy a couple of times, and I was quite surprised to see that most of the press was really criticizing Mr. Musk. So I tried to understand for what reason he was the object of such critics. And the reason mainly were referred to his position about the world population and how it evolved through time. But most of the leftist press in Italy, which is almost 90% of the press, was very harsh against Musk, instead, in my opinion, to admire Mr. Musk. He was considered also, with one of the most common cliché of the left, an extreme right-wing person. Actually, it would be very curious to see that last time he voted for the Democratic Party in the United States. So that means that it is not really an extreme right-wing guy. The critics was absolutely without any kind of basis. But at the same time, it was very interesting to see people discussing around Musk with such arguments. There is another interesting case of Musk that occurred recently in Brazil. One judge started an investigation on Musk. The judge is Alexander de Moraes. I hope to pronounce correct the name in Portuguese. Anyway, that judge started an investigation because he considered that X, the platform that had been acquired by Elon Musk, has some account that, under this judge opinion, could be of extreme right and could spread misinformations. When we analyze at the opposite the activity that occur in Brazil around the judiciary system, we see that it is quite limitative of the freedom. One of the reasons why Elon Musk decided to acquire Twitter and then to change the name to X was to give the freedom of speech to the people. And at the same time, if we compare most of the media, we see that they have a leftist orientation. And as the leftist people always use the same argument to criticize the one that they don't think like them. In other words, they say that they represent extreme right ideas. But is that true, or it is a simple cliché of the left and the extreme left? Actually, if you think well about that, it's a cliché. The same cliché is used, for example, to criticize Javier Milei in Argentina. Javier Milei is a libertarian, or a liberal in the European meaning of the word, not in the American. In other words, is the opposite of a communist and the opposite also of somebody that is extreme right-wing. But the press, that usually is represent an idea of the left and the extreme left, criticize Mr. Milei of being extreme right. So it is a cliché that is used quite often against Elon Musk too. In the particular case of Brazil, Elon Musk is under investigation because he refused to suspend some Twitter account and to give information to some Twitter account. But at the same time, we have to ask ourselves if Brazil currently it is run by a government that represents a liberal idea of the world, or a socialist and repressive way, or repressive vision of the world. Right now, Lula da Silva is the president, and Lula da Silva is an extreme leftist president. Lula da Silva is aligned in his ideas, for example, with the dictator of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, or the president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, that are extreme left presidents. So, it doesn't represent, right now, Brazil, an example of freedom of speech, freedoms of idea. And there are rumors that the judge that is investigating Mr. Musk is of leftist or maybe extreme leftist idea. There are rumors about his political visions. I don't know if it is true or not. Anyway, the opponents, the one that they don't think as this judge, they say that he's from extreme left. So it's normal in that understanding that he attack Elon Musk. At the opposite, if we analyze the work of Elon Musk has been investing his own money, his own time, in order to provide to the world the real free of speech. During the COVID time, the freedom of thinking, speaking, and expressing the ideas had been extremely limited. So the fact that there is one social platform, X, where you can express your point of view, it's, in my opinion, a positive thing for everybody around the world. And then recently in Australia, there has been an attack on a priest that has been stabbed. It seems the priest was of a, I believe, Syrian Christian church, and it has been stabbed by an Islamist. But at the same time, the governments around the world, they don't want to advertise the Islamist attack or the terrorist attack. So at the same time, they asked Mr. Musk to take out the video of the attack. Here we have to ask to ourselves, it is important to understand what is happening or it is not important? That's the point. We should be informed, or the information that arrived to us is a good thing that is manipulated. I believe in the freedom of speech that is guaranteed by the Constitution in the United States. So, thanks to the freedom of speech, you can have a better idea of the world and you can take better decisions. But if the reality is manipulated, what is the vision that you can have from the world? If the media around you provide to you a vision that is with lenses, manipulated, as I said. So, in this case, it is very interesting that also the Prime Minister of Australia is criticizing Elon Musk. My final conclusion is very easy. There are very few entrepreneurs around the world that set history in front of them. One of those is Elon Musk. What he did with the electric car, with solar panel, with the space exploration, with the freedom of speech, with his own money. Twitter is not making any money, I believe, at the moment. It's an investment because he believes that the world should be enabled to receive free information. So there are very few entrepreneurs that are really committed with the world as it is committed Mr. Musk. So for that reason, I truly believe that all the critics are not fair, and maybe they are the result of jealousy. Usually human beings are jealous if somebody is successful or more successful than other. Human beings are jealous. Jealousy is not a good feeling, it is not a good way to interact with the others that are around us. And I believe most of the critique that arrive on Elon Musk is because people are jealous of him. Thank you. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friend, give me your like, and turn on the ringing bell in order to see when I publish another video. Thank you.